I say, suppressing my grin. The victim's family are standing nearby at the door of court, and I don't want to rub it in. My client's mum might be delighted that his sentence has been cut by the appeal court from 12 years to 8, but judging by the mutterings and dark looks I'm being thrown, they're less than pleased. "I don't know how you sleep at night," a man says, pushing past me to join the family. I pull my gown more closely around me, tipping my head so my wig obscures my eyes. "Ignore him," my solicitor, Yona, says. He's not trying to suppress his smile. He looks delighted. "It's a brilliant result." "We got what we wanted," I say. "Let me get changed and we'll get out of here." "Drink?" he says, looking from me to our client's parents, who are standing beside us. I nod, but they shake their heads. "It's been a long day," the father says. "Thank you, though. We know he's still going to be in prison for a long time, but at least we can see the end of it now." "I'll see you out of the building," Yona says to them. He turns to me before he goes. "Dailies?" I nod again, before skirting round the hostile group to get to the robing room where I change quickly, folding my gown up and ramming it into my red bag along with my wig and my papers. Normally it's my trusty wheelie bag, but not today. Appearances at the Court of Appeal are rare enough that they warrant the use of the bag that was given to me by my first pupil master, my mentor, the top QC in Chambers, after the kidnapping trial that we did together. He'll be pleased with today's result. I'm pleased too. It all went off exactly as I'd hoped. Better, even. "Nice one, Sylvie," the barrister for the prosecution calls out to me. I'm about to walk out of the main doors of the Royal Courts of Justice. I turn to face him, moving back into the hall. "You did well," he continues. I look at him closely, wondering if there's a note of condescension lurking underneath. "I've heard a lot of good things about you. Turns out they were right." "Thanks," I say, my voice respectful. Maybe the condescension is there, but to be fair, he's 10 years my senior, and a QC with a hotline straight to the Judicial Appointments Commission. If this is going to be a good reference, I'm not going to fuck it up. "It was an interesting case." "Very interesting," he says. "Normally I'd say they should throw away the key for kiddie fiddlers, but you made a compelling argument." He leans towards me, his face taking on a more familiar expression. "Rumour has it you've got a judicial application in the works. On the basis of today, I'd say you're well in there." He pats my shoulder, walks away. My heart pounds with excitement, one step closer to my holy grail, the red sash and purple robes of the Crown Court judge. Yona has snagged a table and bought a bottle of wine. He pours me a glass as I approach. "That was great," he says once I've sat down. "You had the meeting out of your hand." "Not the way to talk about appeal court judges," I say, raising my glass to him. "They were very receptive, though. It was your skeleton argument that did it. You laid it all out so well. I'm impressed." I take a sip of wine, but the warmth that's lighting up inside me comes from his words, not the alcohol. I worked very hard on this appeal. I knew how much was riding on it. Sure, I have to fill in the application forms, go through all the tests that are required in the process of trying to become a judge, but the better I'm doing in my real-life work, the greater my chances. Taking another sip, I look around the bar. Satisfaction seeping into my bones. There's a guy over there I recognise from pupillage, bloated now, years of drinking after work taking its toll. I know his practice is shit. Bad cases for worse solicitors, not like me, fresh from the Court of Appeal. I catch Yona's eye and smile. Normally I'd temper my arrogance, exercise some caution in my self-satisfaction. Not tonight. Triumph is mine. "So, what next for the unstoppable Sylvie?" he says. "Any more appeals up your sleeve? Crucial points of law?" I shake my head. "I'm back in the youth court soon. Highbury Youth Court, to be precise." He looks aghast. What the fuck are you doing in there? I steer well clear.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.